So, the MCU, what is its number one problem, according to me? Logic. Concept logic. Conceptually, all these movies, especially all in Phase 4, have thrown a monkey wrench into logic and reason. I understand comic books don't have to make any sense, but they're comic books. Live action should make sense. So you got to think of, how do Celestials exist in a universe where they created everything and created things like Eternals? And how does the Eternals work in relation to like Thor's Rogues Gallery of Gods, the Green Lantern Corps of protecting gods? Are Eternals gods? How does magic work with things like Doctor Strange and things like Moon Knight? And Moon Knight's gods, how do they work with Thor's Rogue Gallery gods? Are these gods that they seem like they have no understanding of space gods? You have Earth gods and space gods. Then you have Miss Marvel and her overlapping planets. Then you have these infinite time branching things and the time cops of Loki. And you have all these different explanations of alternate dimensions of the multiverse that don't make any sense together. You have Doctor Strange's explanation of it. You have Kang's bizarre explanation of it. You have Spider-Man's explanation of it. You have concepts like eternity introduced in Thor: Love and Thunder, that as soon as you bring something like that into that, you have to call into question everything that's ever happened. Why didn't Thanos go and find this thing and snap out every half-life in the universe? Why didn't Thor, who obviously knew about it like it was this common knowledge, well, in that 5-year snap, why didn't you go to this thing and open it with the Bifrost, which you can do, and then fix everything? Because the MCU in Phase 4, they don't care about concepts. They don't care about anything making any sense together. Shang-Chi and his little magic universe, how does that work in the same universe as Doctor Strange? What are his gods? Does he have Chinese gods? How do they work with Thor's gods? Thor's space gods? They need to focus on their logic and reason. Think of Moon Knight, and then think of all these space gods, and then think of all these alternate dimensions and alternate timelines and how they're explained completely differently in everything that exists in Marvel. That's my number one problem with Marvel, is you need to make sense. And it is so far from making sense in Phase 4. Phase 4 is all about, to me, is everybody doing their own thing and everything clashing with everyone else's thing, because nothing makes sense anymore.